Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please continue to pray for me, and you can pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. I am seriously considering creating a religion of dislikes. I I'm just about to custom order a graphite mold to pour dislike figurines out of various different metals. And so I plan to pour dislike figurines out of some of the most disliked metals on the periodic table based on their current price, right? So, for example, bismuth is almost as rare as gold, but it's only $5 a pound. Tellurium's another one I could do. Right now, it is 10 times rarer than gold and only about $60 a pound or so. Indium's another good one. Thallium's another good one, although I'll need to figure out some PPE for that, among a few other metals that I'm thinking of. Those are the easy ones, right? Tantalum's good, but the melting point is a little bit too high, and a few others, right? Okay, and I want you guys to continue to pray for me. I'm recording this at around midnight on November 14, 2024. And I hope to make some important connections before we go into the holiday season. Last holiday was really tricky for me. And fortunately, I've resolved quite a number of things since last holiday season. I'd argue I have a much more saner job now than I did even a year ago, right? I got good rapport with my students. In fact, a lot of times today, I teach at a community college. Today, when I walked out of the classroom, it was like, oh, I got to walk back out to the real world again. Um, and that was very disheartening, let's just say that, especially when we got the holidays fast approaching, right? I don't want to get left behind for the holidays again. Tomorrow, there's an event on campus. I hope to take some of my art to the campus to kind of just talk to people. You guys see, I do the Mondrian square paper cutting and then gluing and all that. I'll probably bring some of that to do uh, while I attend this event at the student union. Right, there's a little bit of a performance or something, and hopefully network with the right people. But I need you guys to continue to dislike the videos. Let me give you an example of what a typical life dilemma for me looks like. I live in a house in Apache Junction right now, and I have decent roommates. I mean, they're not ideal, but they're decent. The only problem is that there aren't that many opportunities for networking, right? One of my roommates is pregnant, and the other one is, I want to say, at least 10, 15 years my senior. And I got to ask myself a question. I'm in a month to month lease. Do I want to move somewhere else where I might network with somebody that I connect with, but also gamble that something might not turn out, right? So, for example, I have food allergies. Some roommates may not be so accommodating. Other roommates may be outright just disrespectful, right? I Last year, you guys may remember, I had a roommate who was really funny. He was I found the place on Airbnb. He was hired by the owner to manage the place. I think he was like a nephew of the owner, and he decided to live. I don't know if it's part of their arrangement in this weird what used to be an office, and he put like a curtain behind it. Now the kitchen is on this side of things. There's only like a thin curtain separating the two. And he has the audacity to complain that at 11, 12 o'clock that I might be cooking something. I'm not really making noise or I'm just cooking, running the sink, maybe flushing the toilet. And he decided to live in that kind of situation, right? Had he even lived in nobody in the rooms that actually have doors that open and close complain about me using the kitchen at midnight. He's the one who's complaining, and in fact, when he opens his mouth to complain loudly, usually it's him that everybody hears, not the kitchen sink, not the cooking, not the eating, right? And that's the funny part of it all, right? So I got a big decision to make, right? I could move and gamble that I might run into that and potentially run into somebody that I could network with. Right. After all, I've had other roommates I've networked with, or I could stay here. And then the other problem is that I'm getting ready to sign work assignments for next semester, and who knows which ones are going to get canceled, which ones are going to go, if students are going to drop, and all that. So I end up signing up for a bunch of stuff, thinking that some of them are going to get canceled. Actually, this fall, I kind of ran into that. I signed 4 contracts and I was expecting 2 of them to get canceled, but only 1 got canceled. I got 3, and, to add insult to injury, I also lost out on the Savers credit, and so just it's not a lot of money, but it's insult to injury after getting more work that I had wanted to do that I'm and kind of falling behind on everything and constantly playing catch up. After that, and then to lose the Savers credit, that was just insult to injury more than anything else, right? And a lot of this could be see where it gets really insulting is I talk about meeting the right life partner and all that. After juggling all of this, right, working more tasks than I want to handle, and not having somebody to go home to during the holidays. And then I hear my colleagues who are happily married and they got 2 incomes and they got somebody cooking for them and they don't have to juggle all this. And on top of that, they get to make twice as much and still qualify for the Savers credit. And it just insult to injury. And on top of that, because I have to juggle so much stuff, I don't even get the luxury to go out and meet that life partner, right? It's just very insulting more than anything else, right? All right, so pray that I just hit the lottery on meeting the right person tomorrow, right? After all, I wander out there. There's probably dozens of people that I run it. I just need to hit that one lottery ticket. It doesn't even need to be the big winner, but just something that can smooth out the transition from here to there, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.